Assalamu alaikum and good morning, students. In today's class, I'm going to revise the topic that is the respiration from the life processes. In last class, I explained you about the nutrition, and now after nutrition, in nutrition, the organism take in the food. Now, what happened to that food? Why the organism take the food? Just the basic thing is there to get the energy. So, respiration is a process in which the oxidation of food or the breakdown of the food take place and release the energy. So what is respiration? Respiration is a process of breakdown of the glucose to release the energy. We can divide the respiration in two types, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. The first is coming, that is aerobic respiration. What is aerobic respiration? A type of respiration in which the breakdown of glucose occurs in presence of oxygen. And anaerobic respiration, just opposite to it, a type of respiration in which the breakdown of glucose occur in absence of oxygen. Clear? So aerobic means in presence of oxygen, anaerobic means in absence of oxygen. In aerobic respiration take place in most of the organism, and anaerobic respiration take place in like yeast and certain bacteria, etc. Okay. Then what happen in aerobic respiration? Aerobic respiration, like in the nutrition topic, I explain you that during the digestion, the complex food substances convert into the simple substances. Like complex food substances like the carbohydrate, it convert into the glucose. The fat convert into the fatty acid and glycerol, and the protein convert into the amino acid. So this glucose then reach to the each and every cell. Okay. Then in cell what happen? In the cytoplasm the glycolysis occur. Glucose is a 6 carbon molecules, and in the cytoplasm it convert into the pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid is a uh, 3 carbon molecules, means from one glucose it convert into pyruvic acid 2 molecules of the pyruvate form. Clear? Where does this take place? It take place in the cytoplasm of the cell. Then in the mitochondria of the cell, this combined with the oxygen. Okay, combined with the oxygen means oxidation of pyruvic acid take place, and it gives the carbon dioxide, water, and release the energy. There is 6 carbon molecules of carbon dioxide is produced, 6 molecules of water, and energy is released. This energy is stored in the form of ATP. So during the aerobic respiration, 38 molecules, 38 ATP is formed. What is the ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. Clear? So what happened in aerobic respiration? The glucose reaches to each and every cell in the cytoplasm. This glucose convert into pyruvic acid. Then in the mitochondria of the cell, it combines with oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. As you can see, the complete combustion of the complete oxidation of the glucose occur here. That's why the more energy is released. Clear? And while in anaerobic respiration, the same glucose in the cytoplasm, it converts into the pyruvic acid. Okay. Then here it does not combine with the oxygen. Anaerobic respiration take place in absence of oxygen. So here what happened, this pyruvic acid then convert into ethyl alcohol, carbon dioxide, and release the ATP. Okay, so here the complete oxidation of the glucose does not take place because oxygen is not available over here. So it convert into the ethyl alcohol, carbon dioxide, and ATP. You can see over here, students, the ATP is less in number, only 2. So in aerobic respiration, more amount of energy is released. In anaerobic respiration, less amount of energy is released. Clear? Aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration, what are the differences? The first difference, aerobic respiration occurs in presence of oxygen, anaerobic respiration occurs in absence of oxygen. In aerobic respiration, the complete oxidation of glucose take place. In anaerobic respiration, the glucose breakdown completely not occur. Okay, you can see here 6 molecules of glucose, 6 carbon molecules convert into the 2 carbon molecules. Here you can see it convert into the 1 carbon molecule. Clear? In aerobic respiration, more amount of energy is released. In anaerobic respiration, less amount of energy is released. Clear? And these ATP molecules, it is stored energy. That we can say that is the coin of energy. The full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Clear? Now, respiration in animals. Different organisms are having the different respiratory organs. First, I am taking like the fish. The fish is living in the water, and you have observed the fish. They are having a special respiratory organ, that is the gills. So the fish breathe through the gills. The frog is living in both on the land as well as in the water. So in the water, it breathes through the skin, and on the land, it breathes through the lungs. In human, the respiratory organ is lungs, and in cockroaches, the respiratory organs are trachea. They are having a network of trachea, and they are having the trachea's opening is at the side of cockroach, lateral surface side of the cockroach. They are known as spiracles. Clear? So these are the different organisms. Respiratory organ: fish, gills; frog, skin in water and lungs on the land; humans, lungs; and cockroaches breathe through the air tubes called trachea. Now, human respiratory system. Uh, Human has a special system for the breathing. Clear? Actually, respiration means the breakdown of the glucose, and for aerobic respiration, we require the oxygen. So for that purpose, means taking the oxygen in and giving out the carbon dioxide, we are having a specific system. That system is called respiratory system. Okay. What is breathing? Breathing means taking the oxygen and giving out the carbon dioxide. Means taking the oxygen rich air and give out the carbon dioxide rich air outside the body. That is called breathing process. And for this, we are having a special system called respiratory system. The parts of respiratory system are nostril, nasal cavity, the two openings in the nose, that is called nostrils, and the canal of the nose is known as nasal cavities. Pharynx is a passage in buccal cavity, behind buccal cavity, and it is a common passage for the food and air. Then the next is coming, that is the trachea or windpipe. Then bronchi and bronchioles. Yes, students, just open your textbook and look at the figure of human respiratory system. While I'm explaining, I will suggest you to open the respiratory system diagram in front of you. Now first see nostrils or nose. Okay. Nose, the opening of the nose is known as the two holes. It is known as nostrils. It is open in the cavity. It is known as nasal cavity or nasal passage. Okay. In nasal cavity, the small hairs are present, and the wall of nasal cavity release the mucus what is the function of this small hair and the mucus in the nasal cavity? The first thing, when we are breathing the air, that time some dust particles etc are present in the air. So this small hairs are doing the filtration of the air, means they not allow the dust particles to enter in our lungs. Second thing, the mucus also doing the same thing, and it makes the air wet, moist. It provide the air the moist. So the air which is going, which it is dry, it become moist. Okay. Then it pass through the pharynx and enter in the windpipe. Windpipe is a tract. Okay. Yesterday I explained you about the esophagus and windpipe. Windpipe and esophagus those present together means back. Our front side it is windpipe and back side of it is the foot pipe. And windpipe is having the cartilaginous ring. It is having the semicircular cartilaginous ring. These rings are not present in the esophagus. Now, why the rings are present in the trachea? It is preventing the trachea to collapse. Just see, students, if the cartilaginous ring are not present in the windpipe, what would happen if someone is touching? Maybe our windpipe can be blocked or it can be collapsed, and then person can die. So this is preventing the windpipe to collapse. Okay. Now this windpipe, you can see in the diagram also, it is divided into two bronchi, and further it is entering in the lungs and it is converted into the bronchioles, small pipes. And this last one, it is open in a balloon like structure. That balloon like structure is known as alveoli. Okay, so two lungs are present in our chest cavity, and it is rich in the blood vessels, as here the exchange of gases take place. Clear? And what is the function of alveoli, and what is the importance of this balloon like structure? Students, the balloon like structure of alveoli provide the more surface area for the exchange of the gas. It is an important question. How the what is the importance of balloon like structure of alveoli? Okay, or how the alveoli are designed to help in the exchange of gases. So the alveoli having the blood balloon like structure, and it is surrounded by the blood vessels. It helps in the exchange of gases. Exchange of gases means the air which we are inhaling, it is rich in oxygen. Okay, and the blood which is the blood carrying the air which is rich in carbon dioxide. So here the exchange means oxygen is going to the blood, and from the blood the carbon dioxide is coming to the alveoli, and then it is going out of the body. In this way the exchange of gases take place. Okay, students, and there is a specific structure you can see below the lungs. It is a muscular organ and it is known as diaphragm. The diaphragm is continuously doing the contraction and relaxation, and due to this contraction and relaxation, what would happen when it contracts? That time the volume of chest cavity decrease, and you can see when the volume of chest cavity decrease, we will breathe out, and when it is in relaxed position, we will breathe in. So the movement of diaphragm helps in the breathing process. So students, this is the human respiratory system and the function of human respiratory system. What is the function of hairs present in the nasal cavity? It helps in the filtration of the air. What is the function of the cartilaginous ring in the windpipe? It helps to it prevent the windpipe to collapse. What is the function of alveoli? How it is designed? So alveoli are the balloon has the balloon shape, and it helps it increase the surface area for the exchange of gases. What is the function of diaphragm? Diaphragm helps in the breathing process. Due to the contraction and relaxation of the diaphragm, what happen? We are able to do the breathing process. Okay, students. So today I have completed respiration. In next class, I will explain you the next life processes. If you are having any doubt, you can write in the comment section. Have a nice day ahead.